playing live, just having people where you can put out energy and have them bring it back, it's just the coolest thing. And with music, I think I started like most kids where I realized playing guitar got you girls. And some of my friends started. So I started playing guitar a little bit. My dad already had one, and one of my buddies started like a month before me. So started playing a bit, started going to school, and we'd all like take turns playing a little, and started playing together a little bit. And it definitely gets you noticed by girls, and that's what I was going for.
While Grant had plenty of success with the ladies, his motivation for playing music soon began to change.
I realized there's this one day where this girl had asked me to hang out, and I turned her down because I had band practice. And I remember on the way there, hauling my guitar over to jam with some kids, realizing, wait, when did this flip? Like, when did I hit the point where all of a sudden music means more to me than the attention I originally started music for? So, but I feel like that happens to most people who actually stick with it, that you hit a point where all of a sudden the music itself is enough of a release for you that you no longer need the false outside attention to justify it.
As Grant's love of music grew, so did his desire to explore the endless creative possibilities held within new mediums such as vocals and drums.
So I'd have to say I'm probably the best at drums, even to this point. And then somewhere in the mix I started playing piano, and then I'm probably the weakest at piano. Although I feel like that's probably I have the most of a spiritual connection with piano. Like when I played, it's the most calming and peaceful instrument I play. Drums, I think it gets the most aggression out for me, and I'm flashier with it. Guitar, I feel like is more of a platform for songwriting for me now. Ironically, singing's probably the thing I've been working on the most, and that I've struggled with the most in my entire musical career, whatever you want to call it. But I feel like I also get the most self-expression out of that. And I love playing with mic swings and all that junk. So I have a lot of fun singing and being able to do that and lead the direction of a band now. So even though that's probably the one I feel like I have the most work left to do with, it's probably the one I enjoy the most now. Now I feel like I've reprioritized things in my life to where music's a huge part of it, but it's not the entire thing. I feel like I have goals both directions, to mellow out and maybe write some quieter stuff and get a little more into the studio recordings and get better there. But at the same time, still be able to play with a group and go out and have fun and interact with people and build a fan base and sell merchandise and do something that direction as well. So, I mean, I guess we'll see what actually happens. I strongly believe that it's just like working out. You get better if you consistently stick with it, but as soon as you stop, you lose it. So I just want to constantly be in motion and discovering new things about myself through music and putting myself in situations where I can expand and maybe get uncomfortable and find something else about myself that I can actually write with.